name's Malycki Manon-Sosa. I'm the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion Director at the Iowa State Bar Association, the organization that represents all attorneys, judges, paralegals, and anyone related to the legal community here in the great state of Iowa. Well, at the Iowa State Bar Association, we had a mentorship program that was pretty informally ran before the COVID-19 pandemic. Then, as I joined staff at the Iowa State Bar Association in 2023, we started to talk amongst the Young Lawyers Division, which is, again, kind of the representative group of anyone who's under the age of 35 or just kind of new to the practice of law itself. And we were really chatting about the issues that young people in our state aren't staying as soon as they graduate from law school. So for us, that's the situation that kind of brought the need for mentorship. We're certain as an organization that mentorship is the key to success and the key to creating a meaningful network for young individuals to stay or want to stay in the state of Iowa. So often in the legal profession, we hear from folks that it's all about who you know. And so for us to make sure that we're in front of students, especially first generation students or students of different affinity groups, that this is how we do it. And the biggest features or the features that made the most difference for us here at the Iowa State Bar Association was the matching. Being able to match but also self-match is a great way to make sure that we find engaged individuals that are truly passionate about mentoring or receiving a mentee, but then also making sure that matches make sense, right? If I'm a young individual who maybe wants to talk to another young woman attorney, for example, if I'm a young woman who just entered the practice of law, what a great way, right, to kind of navigate matching for myself. Because again, it was all human powered at the Iowa State Bar Association previously. And it wasn't very intuitive, right? It was just like, you want a mentor, here you go. And it didn't really align, right? Maybe our values didn't align. Maybe your experience that you had wasn't valuable to me. And so I think that made the biggest difference. But then also, again, those reports, those really helped me in my day-to-day, in my role. But I know that our focus here is our mentors and mentees. And I would have to say that the matching make sure that we have an engaged group of folks who are participating, but then also are making meaningful connections. It's created a deeper sense of commitment to the practice of law for attorneys in the state of Iowa. I would also say that our retention rate has increased and the engagement level has increased since we first launched. That was the biggest area of concern for me in my first year. I felt like people were joining our program and not doing anything. And now, I believe that there's some members who are a part of the program who even have 5 or 6 different connections with mentors and mentees. And we also, again, are seeing individuals doing both, right? We see young individuals developing their leadership skills by mentoring law students, but then also getting the mentoring that they need as a practicing attorney in the state of Iowa. We have about 7,000 members in the state of Iowa. And so with that in mind, that's really how we've made sure that our program is accessible. We have so many different touch points, but a great way to make sure that everyone knows that mentorship is accessible to them, because the more people that we get involved in building a network, the more opportunity we have at retaining young individuals in our state, which is the biggest issue for Iowa. Oh my gosh, for me, if it were starting a mentorship program today, and I would say that if you're using Mentorloop, the support staff at Mentorloop, phenomenal. They made me feel confident in operating the program, being a program coordinator, and making sure that everything worked smoothly. I feel like they're extremely responsive as well. And so my advice is to just jump in head first, because not only will you have the support of the Mentorloop staff, but their support also at the end of the day drives the results that you'll see. Kristen was phenomenal, communicating back and forth with me, answering my questions, And so don't be fearful. That's my advice. There's no better time to get involved in mentorship. As someone who was a part of mentorship programs outside of this organization previously, I would have to say without a doubt that mentorship is a necessity in every parts of life, whether it's your personal life, your career development, etc. Mentorship helps you build connections and communities with your peers, but then also can help you build confidence. And I'm honestly thinking that's what the Mentorloop staff did for us, is they mentored us into being a strong, independent program that drives results.